The Interstate Bridge, spanning across the Columbia River, provides a critical link between Oregon and Washington. It supports local jobs and families, daily commuters, freight transportation, and local communities. But what does it take to operate and maintain this vital piece of infrastructure? During a series of tours of the bridge, we asked Marc Gross, Interstate Bridge Supervisor for the past 20 years, for some insight.
So this is the first stage of where all the electrical comes on the bridge. And of course we have the bridge right above us here in this room. And you can hear some of the vibration and the shaking that the live traffic does for the bridge as they're moving across.
Over 143,000 vehicles cross the bridge each weekday, with one span of the bridge being over 100 years old.
In 1917, the bridge was built with trolley tracks, so they had trolleys going across the northbound bridge, and by the 80s we were done with any kind of trolley, so they ended up hovering over those, and those trolley tracks are still embedded in the main deck on the bridge.
Next up, the Motor Control Center, also known as the MCC room.
All of this is the motor control VFDs for the northbound bridge, and this is the dividing line, and all of these controls are for the southbound bridge. These are the switches that the computers end up telling which one of these motor control units to turn on at what time. Power situation here, and backup battery power, and camera systems in this corner here.
Next, Marc takes us to the operator room.
This is the operator room here for the operating the bridge. These are the two draw spans here that the bridge tender would end up running, utilizing these controls here, and these controls out of these drawers. We have 25 cameras that the bridge tender monitors for all views to operate the bridge, whether it's traffic, sidewalks, towers, draw span, a view of the river, see what vessels are coming either up or down river. We got Marine Channel 13, Marine Channel 16, Coast Guard channels, bridge to bridge channel. And this is a ODOT radio channel that we use to communicate to each other.
Next is the machine house, where Marc explains the process for lifting the bridge and greasing the bridge cables.
Right now, this would be part of the draw span that'll end up moving with the span, with the bridge all the way up. The VFDs drive these 275 horse motors, and then outputs to these output shafts here that'll end up going through the wall to the cable drums that are on the other side of this. The cables that we have, we end up greasing once a year with the 400G grease, and we grease it all by hand with blobs of grease. And we do everything on the lower end, and then we go up to the towers and do the towers and all the connector cables. And if we were to take all the cables and splice them end to end and stretch them out, it'd be 6.5 miles. So it'd be from here to almost downtown Portland. One of my most expensive years with the grease, all of the different greases, have been about almost $40,000.
To finish off our tours, we made the intimidating 13-story climb to the top of the Interstate Bridge.
Catch my breath for a little bit.
These 6,000 to 9,000 ton counterweights suspended above traffic are used to lift and lower one span of the bridge.
We're at the top.